In this video, I'm going to be covering my full cold email setup and strategy to landing 3 new clients a week for my agency. In order to effectively execute cold email, we need to be able to send thousands of cold emails per day. If you're just sending a few hundred cold emails per day, you're not going to get great results. We need to send thousands, and we need to make sure those thousands of emails that we're sending per day are actually landing in the main inbox of the people that we're sending it out to. And so that's really important with cold email. Deliverability is insanely important. You want to make sure you're landing in that main inbox and not going to spam, because if your emails go to spam, your recipients are never going to see the emails that you're sending. And so we use 2 different softwares in order to set this up, where we have really good deliverability and those emails are going into the main inbox of our receivers every time. The first software that we use is called instantly.ai. It's right here on the screen. Their pricing, they've got a couple different options. They've got a growth plan for $37 a month. You can send 5,000 emails a month and you can import 1,000 active leads into your account per month. I wouldn't recommend this plan. It's really not enough to be able to see good results with cold email. You need to send more than 5,000 cold emails a month. We want to really send like a couple thousand a day at least to see solid results and be able to get those 3 new clients a week. I would recommend going with the $97 per month plan, the hyper growth plan. You can send 100,000 cold emails per month, which is around 3,000 a day. And then you can import 25,000 leads into your account per month, which is plenty in order to see good results. And so go ahead and sign up for this plan. You can get a link down below this video to sign up on this plan through my affiliate link. And if you sign up with my link, I'll jump on free Zoom calls with you and help you build your agency and just answer any questions you have about anything agency related. So I'm happy to help there for free. So that's the first software we're going to need. The second software we are going to need is one called Inframail. Let me scroll back up to the top here. I was on the pricing, but Inframail.io. I'm also going to link down below where you can sign up for Inframail. But basically Inframail, I'm going to go to their pricing again. They have 2 different packages. They have this agency package for $249 a month. Don't recommend it. You don't need that many. The unlimited plan is $99 per month, and you can have unlimited domains. You get 1 dedicated IP. And this is the software that actually sets up our domains that we hook up our emails to. Every domain can have 5 emails hooked up to it. So if you buy the domain business.com, then you can have 1 email that's like jasper@business.com, jasperaiken@business.com, jaspercaiken@business.com, and you can add a different handle on the beginning of each of them. But 1 domain can have 5 emails created off of it, and Inframail.io is what creates those emails for us. And so we need that to create the emails, and then we import them into Instantly, which then sends the emails. So we need those 2 different softwares. I'm going to show you how to set this up really quick. So first, we need the emails to be created, and then we can import them into Instantly. So we're going to go into Inframail here. Once you're signed up, it'll look like this. We're going to go to this tab here called Buy Domains, and this is where we can buy our domains. I'm going to make sure I'm not typing in here one that I've already purchased before, but I'm going to try to do one, let's say webjuicellc.com, since that's the name of my agency. I don't think I own this domain. Looks like it's available. It'll show the little check mark if it's available, and you can buy up to 5 at a time. So like I said, we can buy the domains here right through Inframail, and they'll set them up for us. There's a lot of DNS records that need to be set up when you create an email, and they do it all through their AI software here, so it's really cool. So I'm just going to buy webjuicellc.com. Let's see, I'm going to buy one other. So we do have to pay for the hosting of the domains as well, but they're only like $16.44 a year, so the hosting's really cheap. The software, the $99 per month for Inframail and the $97 for Instantly are the 2 main costs that you're going to have to go through in order to effectively execute this cold email model. But I'm going to try to find one more, like go webjuicellc.com. So you don't want to use your main domain for these. Just buy like off domains that are somewhat close to the name of your business. And so I'm going to do go webjuicellc.com. Looks like it's available. So I'm just going to buy these 2 and set up these 2 in this example, but you can buy up to 5 per day and set up 5 emails off of each of them. So you can set up 25 emails per day in this case, but I'm going to go ahead and click buy here, and it will go ahead and reroute me to a page where I can pay for these for the first year. So it's $32.88 for the first year. I'm going to click subscribe here, and then once it subscribes, I can then go to the next step of setting everything up in Inframail. We aren't really doing too much of the setup. Inframail is doing most of it for us with their software, but Now it'll redirect you here, and we're just going to wait for this to load real quick. Now we're on step 2, and it's loading the domains here, so we'll just wait for this to load. All right, so both of them have loaded now, and now it's going to the add-on domain section. It's still loading again, so we'll just wait for this to load. A lot of it's just kind of waiting, letting the software do its thing and get everything set up for us. It'll take a minute or so for Inframail to do its thing, but then it'll take you to a page like this, and it'll say tracking domain platform. We're going to be using Instantly. Like I said before, the one I used to use is Reach Inbox, but they just upped their pricing. So now Instantly is actually a better deal than Reach Inbox, and the software is less buggy than Reach Inbox. You could also use Smart Lead as well instead of Instantly, but Instantly is going to be definitely the industry leader and standard for cold email. So we're going to hit set right here. And then right here, we're going to put in our names that we want to include on the front of the email. So I'm going to do one that's like Jasper, and then I'm going to do, Jasper Aiken. And these are our 2 different domains, so I can actually do this one as just Jasper as well. Then we can click add another domain, and we're going to do all of our, let's just switch these to all WebJuice LLC for the first 5. You can do, if you want to be really safe with your emails, you could just do 3 per domain, but we can do up to 5 and it's still fine. I'm going to switch all these to WebJuice LLC here. So all those are good. So I'm going to do Jasper Aiken. I'm going to do Jasper C Aiken, Jasper A, and then I'll do Jasper WebJuice. Cool. So all of them have some variation of Jasper. And then we'll do our next 5, which are off of our other domains. We're going to switch all these ones to the WebJuice, WebJuice LLC domain. So we'll go ahead and add all 5 of those, switch them all to the WebJuice LLC domain. And then last one here. And then we can just use the same 5. So we can just do Jasper for the first one. Since it's a different domain, we can reuse these now. And so I'll do that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got Jasper Aiken, Jasper C Aiken, Jasper A. Cool. All right, and then we need to do an email ID for all of them. We're just going to do Jasper.A, and then we could do like Jasper.Aiken, and we could do Jasper C.Aiken. We could do Jasper.A. Oh, we already did that one. We'll do Aiken. Whatever. We'll do Jasper.WebJuice. And then we can repeat these again. Now that we've done those 5, we can do it the same for these ones. Since it's with a different domain. Set that up here. Alright. And then we need to generate passwords for all of them. I'm just going to click generate password. It doesn't really matter here. You won't need access to this ever. So it generates a password for each of our accounts and then hits create. Then we just wait for them to load down here. It might take a few minutes for everything to load in. All right, so all those have loaded now. And then we can type in a forwarding domain. We can use the same forwarding domain for all of these, a forwarding email. I just like to use my business email, which is jasper@webjuice.io. This is my actual domain. This is to a Google Workspace account. And so you can just use the same one for all of them. It doesn't matter. And so I'm just going to paste in this email, and it'll forward to this email. But this part doesn't really matter as much. We're going to hit set right here. And then this is where we'll put our website. So all of the domains will redirect to our main site, which mine is just going to be https://webjuice.io. I'll just copy this again right here. So these are for both of our domains that we purchased. We'll set that. And then it asks, would you like to turn on warmup automatically? If you're doing this for the first time, you can click yes. So I'm just going to do yes. And then how many warmup emails do you want to start with? We could just do 10, just leave that and just hit set right there. And then finally, it's generated this CSV file for us, and we can click on it and we can download it. And now is when we jump into our Instantly software and we can add in those domains. So inside of Instantly, this is what your account will look like. You'll go to the email accounts option right here, and it'll look like this. These are all emails that I've added in previously. that I already have hooked up and I've created inside of Inframail. And so now I can add some more to it. I've already got like 60 of them, but now we're going to be adding 10 more that we created today. I'm going to click add new, and then from these options here, we're going to click IMAP/SMTP. We're going to click bulk import from CSV, and then we're going to select our CSV that we just downloaded from Inframail, and then it'll map all the fields appropriately right here, and then we're just going to click upload all. For some reason it says last name is missing, so our CSV file must not have the last name on it. And so one thing we can do to fix that is just open up your CSV file that we just downloaded from Inframail, and it looks like, yeah, the last name column is empty, so just go ahead and fill this in with your last name. I'm just gonna do this and paste it into each of them. That should populate. I'm not sure why that was. There could have been a bug or something in the system, but yeah, make sure that's good there. We're gonna file, and then we're gonna save this again, and then now I'm going to go here, exit out of this. I'm gonna re-upload that list with the last names on it now. So now last name is showing up because I filled in those blanks, and then we're gonna click upload all, and then it'll automatically import all of them into Instantly from Inframail. So now we can start warming up the emails, which I'll show you next, and start sending thousands of cold emails per day. The rule of thumb with cold email is on each email you have, you can send about 50 cold emails per day. You don't want to send more than that. And so that's the cool part about Instantly that I'll show you here in a sec once these load. All right, so all of them have connected now, and now we can just hit go back to accounts. And now if we scroll down, we'll find those emails that we imported from Inframail. They're all going to be kind of jumbled up. We could type in the domain here, so I could type in WebJuice LLC, and it'll find all the ones from WebJuice LLC and GoWebJuice LLC. So that's probably the easiest way to search them up. So these are all the 10 that we just added today. It automatically sets them on warmup. If yours doesn't automatically set them on warmup and show like a green fire symbol here, then you'll want to make sure to click this fire symbol and start warming them up, because that's another thing we have to go through is a warm-up period of about 2 weeks to 3 weeks for the emails to fully be warmed up. What it does, Instantly uses AI to send your emails to other people that are using Instantly, and it'll warm up and it'll send emails between your email accounts and basically warm up your email and make it look like that you're sending a bunch of emails back and forth. And so it warms up your email deliverability so that you're more likely to land in that main inbox of the people who are receiving the emails from you. And so just make sure that's toggled on all the new domains. Like I said, it's going to take about 2 to 3 weeks. But the cool thing about Instantly, like I was saying before, is we can send 50 emails per day from each of these. So I think I have around 70 emails set up in this. And so if I want to send out a huge campaign, like thousands of emails per day, I have 70 different emails that I've added in here from Inframail. So I'm going to do the math real quick. So 70 times 50 emails on each of them per day. So I can send about 3,500 cold emails per day using Instantly, because I can send 50 on each and I have 70. So anyway, once you've created these and added them in here and they're warmed up, these ones are already all warmed up. So you see I don't have the green fire symbol here, but if I go to the ones I just added today, I am warming those ones up. So you don't want to start sending emails out to your lists until these are warmed up. If you do, they're not going to deliver very well. They're going to go to spam. So make sure you've waited that 2 to 3 week period and just left this on. And then after it's done, you can turn it off. You don't want to keep warming it up after it's already warm. And then you can start sending your campaign. So there's a little bit of wait time in the setup period, but it's made really easy through Instantly's AI, sending those emails for you and warming it up for you. Once you've gotten them warmed up though, then you could start sending campaigns. You can do that right here through the campaign section. I'm just going to click add new. We're going to call this one website campaign. I can't spell. There we go. And then we'll hit continue. And I'll show you kind of how this works. So first we need to add leads. So that's the next step. I like to get my leads from a gentleman off of Fiverr.com. His name's Ahmed. I'll paste him down below. He can scrape a bunch of emails for you. You can also scrape emails from like Instagram. Anybody on Fiverr, if you just go into like email lead scraping, people can scrape your lists for really cheap off of Fiverr.com. But I'll paste my favorite lead scraping guy down below. And then once you have the leads, you can click add leads and you can import them from a CSV file. Looks like I've already uploaded my max amount, So I'm limited, but if I upgraded my plan, I could import more. I don't want to do that. Yours will show as 0, so you'll be able to upgrade and upload your CSV file here. But basically, I wanted to show you the emails that I send to these clients once I get it all set up. And this is an example of an email campaign that I sent out to landscapers and had a really good response rate with. Once you get the leads imported, that part is good. Then you got to go to the sequence section. Basically, I built a new website for your business is the subject line that I use. And then I say, hey, I saw your landscaping website on Google Maps, decided to build you a new / updated one. Our sites are SEO optimized, blah, 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 blah. I already built it, so I'm selling it for super cheap. Let me know if you want me to send you the link to the site I built so you can check it out. Jasper with webjuice.io. And you want to make different variations, so you can add variants of the same email and just change a few things on. I just changed a few words, and this will help with deliverability. So add a few different variations. 2 is fine. And then after 1 day, you can go to step 2, and we can follow up with them again if they didn't reply to our first email. So we could say again on day 2, hey, not sure if you got my last email, blah, 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 blah. Just a message like this. You guys can copy mine. And this works really, really well for getting responses saying that you built the new website. It just gets people to say, yeah, sure, send it over. Most people are totally fine, at least checking it out. And when I say most people, it's actually going to be a pretty small percentage, usually about 1% to even 0.5% are going to reply. So if you send out, 10,000 cold emails, you may only get 0.5% of those to reply. I don't even know the math on that. Let me pull that up real quick. So if you send out 10,000, if you get 0.5% to reply, you only get 50 people replying out of 10,000 cold emails, and that's pretty accurate. So when I say most people, that's not actually true. Very few of them are, but with this script here, some people will say, sure, send it over. We'll at least check it out, which then signifies to us that they're somewhat interested. So once we've set this up here, we can go to schedule right here. We can schedule it from, timing to send between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'd recommend that. You don't want to send emails outside of work hours because then they're getting them in the middle of the night and stuff like that. We're going to set days. We can send Monday through Friday, which are the days that these businesses are mostly going to be working. And then from there, we can do, some other options. I like to do stop on auto reply, meaning if they reply to us, we don't want to keep hitting them up with more follow-up emails, so we'll stop it. And then link tracking, we don't really need to track any links, so we'll just go ahead and disable this. And then delivery optimization, send emails as HTML. This is recommended. Anything that's recommended, I would recommend doing because it'll help with deliverability. So we'll definitely check this one on. And then daily limit, like I said, I've got 70 different email sending accounts. That's where we set these up here. We can choose from all of our emails here that we want to send these emails from, and it'll send, 50 on each of them. But we'll select all of them here. It looks like I've already got them selected since this is a campaign I already set up. And then the daily limit is going to be, if we have 70 emails that we're sending from for this campaign, then we can send, like I said before, 3,500 emails per day. So it'll send out to our list 3,500 per day. So if our list is 10,000 emails, it'll basically send all those emails within 3 days. And so then we just click launch. We don't really need to do anything under the advanced options. And we just launch our campaign and it'll start sending those emails out. And then we can look for our replies right here under the Unibox, and we can go to our campaigns, select from our specific campaigns here, and we can see the replies that people have given. If it's a negative reply, it'll be this like not interested. If they say anything positive like, yeah, sure, send it over, it'll be a green reply here. And you can just go in here maybe once or twice a day, check for people if they've replied and said, yeah, send the website that you built for us over, and then we can send it over to them. And then that's where I will then cold call them. So as soon as I get a reply to this email right here and they say, yeah, sure, send it over, that signifies to me that this person is somewhat interested. We will then cold call the business right away. As soon as we send it over, I'll then pick up the phone and I'll dial their number and I'll say, hey, this is Jasper with WebJuice. I don't know if you remember me. I'm the guy that's been emailing with you back and forth. And we built you guys a new website for your landscaping business. And I just sent that over to you. And I wanted to make sure it got there to you. Are you the guy that's in charge of the emails? And they'll say either yes or no, or it's John who's in charge of the emails. Let me get you on the phone with him. But because they've already been in the talks with you, they're much more likely to listen to you because they're like, oh, this isn't just a random cold caller anymore. We've already been chatting with this guy through email. And then from there, I'll say, hey, yeah, this is Jasper. Just wanted to make sure that email got there to you. Can you check that real quick? Kind of hard to show you the full website just sending it through a link. I'd love to jump on a Zoom call with you either later today or tomorrow for 20 minutes and just show you the website, show you how some of the automation features work with the site and connect to it. And it'll do automated follow-up for all of your leads and just ultimately help you make more money and convert more leads in your business. And so when we do it this way, we can get about half of the people that we call to actually book an appointment because we've already been chatting with them through email. They're at least somewhat interested because they said yes to our initial email here that they're somewhat interested in checking out the site. And so now we don't have to spend all day cold calling cold leads. We can now cold call warm prospects that have already showed some interest through cold email. So that's my entire cold email setup and strategy. Get leads off of Fiverr, have somebody scrape them for you, import them into Instantly, send out thousands of cold emails per day, get about 0.5% of them to respond to you if you use that pitch and script that I showed in this video, and then cold call them right away as soon as they show interest. Now you're calling on warm prospects. The chance of you booking them in for a sales appointment is much higher, and you won't waste your time cold calling cold leads all day. You'll only be calling prime prospects. If you're wanting to set up this cold email strategy, you can get a free trial down below to Instantly and Inframail through my affiliate link. If you use my link to sign up, I'll jump on free calls with you and help you grow your agency, help you set up your cold email campaigns and strategies inside of Instantly and Inframail. And as you also probably know, I use the GoHighLevel software to run my entire agency, building websites and automations for small businesses. And you can get a 30-day free trial down below to GoHighLevel. And if you sign up with that link, that's my affiliate link, I'll jump on 2 free Zoom calls with you a week, and I'll give you $10,000 of bonuses that I've worked on over the past few years, absolutely free. I appreciate y'all sticking through to the end of this video. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.